If the damn thing will go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? 2026 NBA Draft Lottery is about to commence in the next 30 minutes. I got my mans in the building, Mr. TJ Anderson of the Clutch City Connect. What's happening, bro?
What's the deal? What's the deal? Hey, man, it's been a long time. Should have left you.
It's it's been a hot minute, bro. I thought you got traded, but apparently you untouchable, bro.
You messy.
you untouchable, bro. I can't trade
man, I try to be, you know what I'm saying? But hey, man, I'm here, baby. I'm here. Let's talk.
So they not trading you to Miami to go play with Giannis? They need some players, bro.
You know, at this point, I would love to get traded to Atlanta, man, because it seemed like Houston.
Oh, they said somebody supposed to be getting traded to Atlanta, possibly. That's what they said, at least. You know, they be saying stuff. I don't be knowing if it's true or not.
You know, it's rumored with Trey Murphy, but you know, we'll see. The draft is about to commence, so
hey, they say Jaylen Brown.
Shakes out.
They say Jaylen Brown might go to Atlanta. They say Houston in the mix for that. That's what they said. I don't know how true that is, but that's just what
they say. But we'll have to put a very compelling offer together. And right now, I with the way this roster is constructed and the fact that the front office is kind of taking the approach that they're taking with wanting to see the whole product, with VanVleet and Steven Adams, with Kevin Durant and Thompson and whatnot, I think we're in for a part two of last season.
Yeah,
even though there was a report that came out yesterday saying they wanted to retool the bench, but we'll see how that shakes out.
Yeah, but why would we even be in the Jaylen Brown sweepstakes if all we needed back was Fred VanVleet and Steven Adams? Because then your bench is back cool because you had people starting that supposed to be on the bench. I thought we was just cool with Fred VanVleet and Steven Adams coming back. That's what I was told. But apparently, you know, I'm being told, you know, opposite things from opposite ends, bro.
That is the discourse that's going on right now, and I'm seeing 50-50 with some saying, hey, this is the time to go and trade the farm for Jaylen Brown, and with some saying, hey, let's run it back and let's see what everything is looking like for the trade deadline next year, or even in the summer next year, where we might see one young stud in Minnesota ask out if they don't make any changes, which is hanging on the hope, because it's not just going to be one team, it's going to be 29 other teams after him.
Hold on now. What you mean trade the farm though? I thought we wasn't trading nobody who from the young core, but since we got KD, I thought we just needed a closer. That was it. And then now all we need is Fred VanVleet and Steven Adams. So what's going on? What's happening? I'm confused. The messaging just doesn't message to me, bro.
I'm gonna say this, man. I'm just confused as you. As far as Rockets discourses is concerned, hey, I'm gonna tell you something. These guys don't really know what they want, and that's just what it is.
Safe space BS, bro. That's all that is. I want to go and swim, but I'm not trying to get wet. I want to swim though. So how are we gonna accomplish this?
The best way to accomplish it is by taking the necessary steps to accomplish it. The team
but
that
I don't
we have
get
right
wet
now,
swimming though, bro.
Hey, I
want to swim though.
We're gonna have to dive deep into this, brother. This is what it is. You can't swim around, can't walk around this pool. We gotta dive right in it.
Hey man, listen. I'm of the belief that you can do things without actually doing things. You can want a result and do nothing to get it, bro. All you gotta do is just pray. And then it just magically change. You ain't gotta take no action, and this is gonna happen. That's it.
We're definitely gonna see how everything shakes out. We got a whole summer ahead of us. We're gonna see how it shakes out and go from there.
Cool. Let's cut to the chase right quick.
Sure.
What's your quick thoughts? Quick thoughts on the Giannis trade to Miami and the whole Jaylen Brown thing connected to it. What's your thoughts on that? Your
So
immediate thoughts.
my thoughts as far as the Giannis going to Miami thing. I think Pat Riley was very very much so wanting to get a deal done for a superstar, and it cost them a lot. Khalil Ware, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Johnny Causes, if I'm pronouncing his name right.
Man,
I
they
believe
traded
they
an
did.
arm, a leg, and a testicle.
Yeah, 2 first-round picks, a pick swap, and a second-round pick. That's a
Man,
lot to give up, and you essentially kind of way gutted your roster. Norman Powell's a free agent. I mean,
they
it's
saying
one
they
of
might
those
not bring him
things.
back.
And they're saying that Detroit is very much so looking at Norman Powell. And I think Norman Powell might go there. That would be a very interesting circumstance for him and the team. As far as Jaylen Brown, I think with JB, man, I think this is the time where you've been linked to not just one superstar at this point, but two. And I think that at this point, the team's kind of showing you where they sit with you. And if I'm him, since they weren't able to get Giannis, I ask out. It just carried the team all last year. I think he did exactly what they asked of him. And this is the way they repay him by saying, hey, we're going to try to get a superstar and replace you. And
As if
you
he
know,
ain't a superstar.
right. But hey, good luck in Milwaukee if we can get you there, you know?
Like, this man was a finals MVP, carried your team when your quote unquote number one guy went down. He did everything that he was supposed to do, and you still trying to find a way to upgrade him or get rid of him.
Right.
I mean, but we all know this ain't the first time that they try to get rid of him, though. Like,
No.
if it wasn't for him, if he didn't get All NBA a few years ago, he would have been gone before then. But that All NBA scared a lot of teams because they didn't want to have to pay him that money. And he ended up winning the title with this team that wanted to trade him. Ain't that funny how they work?
That's the business side of basketball, baby. Most
It is,
people don't
bro.
understand. Everybody is expendable. Everybody. Especially the head coach. But there's no price tag that's too high and too low.
So you saying there's no untouchables? No real untouchables, bro? That's what you're
There
saying?
at a point there might be, but if someone can sweeten the pot just enough, anybody's gettable.
Now let me ask you this, bro. In order to be an untouchable, wouldn't you expect an untouchable player to be on a max deal?
I would expect them to be on a max deal or on
Expect
or
them to
close
get a max deal?
getting that rookie max extension or just going to the second contract and getting. I mean, look at what Trey got: 4 years, 212 million.
Ooh. That's actually a good
That's
number for
max
him if he
money.
can stay healthy. That's a good number for him if he can stay healthy.
So I personally believe that if a team can't put you on a max deal, how are you untouchable?
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Amen Thompson, they said you was untouchable. So if you're gonna be untouchable, you should be expecting a max deal. And if you don't get that max deal, then they just blowing smoke up your anus. You're gonna be a fire-breathing dragon by the time you're done with them.
The crazy thing about max deals is that they're essentially giving the players who are close to or are already all NBA talent. So
Or get out the first round and be the best player coming out that first round, or one of the best players coming out that first round. Or win some kind of like most improved player, or not his fault. He should have been on all defense. Make all defense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the one thing I didn't understand. Why he didn't make all defense?
I think this is why I don't like the NBA media voting on anything, because everything is narrative based. They going after the best stories. They're not going because they ain't really got time to be watching every team like that. They don't. They go on their computers, type in whatever Pythagorean theorem that they can come up with to try to calculate how good somebody is on whatever award they want to give them before they start voting for stuff. They're not really watching like that. They're not. Let's be honest. Some of them even said that they don't be watching everything like that. So why you got to vote? How does that happen? How does that work? But anyway, like, come on, dog. Like, come on. Let's be real here, man. Anywho, man, let's go ahead and touch on this draft, man. First and foremost, are you believing some of this reporting?
It depends on what you're asking as far as believe.
Okay. All right. Do you believe that Darren Peterson is going to go number one over AJ DeBonster?
No.
Okay, what makes you think that?
If I were the Wizards, I would. I would take him number one. I think outside of the cramping issues he had, I think he's the most talented player in this class.
Darren Peterson over AJ DeBonster?
Over AJ.
All right, I'm gonna need your expertise on that, bro. Like, I'm gonna need some more juice on that, bro.
Now, how some people are characterizing him as being the next up and coming Kobe. No, I think Kobe comes from this class of a different breed. I think Kobe just comes from. I mean, he's cut from a different cloth, and there's no comparison. But you can't take away from how Darren Peterson scores the ball. You can't take away from AJ as well. AJ's solid, but I do love the way Darren Peterson. I'm sorry. Get to the rim. He can hit shots efficiently. AJ, from what I've seen, he was an okay 3-point shooter. I think that's something he's gonna have to work on. I mean, but the NBA does carry the best trainer. So thank you. It would cut pretty close. I can see why this would be a franchise-altering decision, as some people are saying, for the Wizards, because they have to get this pick right. But I would pick Darren Peterson. Now, my only question is for the Wizards: how does picking? I mean, either one you pick is going to make a situational circumstance for some of the young guys you got, right? Like if you pick Darren Peterson number one, Trey Johnson comes off the bench now, right? And I don't think Trey Johnson is a come off the bench player. I think he's a starter. He's an NBA level starter.
They still got what's the name? Koulibaly too, who's gonna be at the 3.
And see, even if you pick DeBonster, hey, they got Keyshawn George.
Oh yeah, he's nice. I like him. I like Keyshawn George.
They got Koulibaly, right?
Yeah.
They got
and then they got
what's that boy?
Bob Carrington. The dude that used to play. Who you talking about? Used to play for Houston.
Don't they have a forward that used to play for the Rockets? He's a hometown kid in Washington. Cam Whitmore.
Oh, Cam Whitmore. Oh, yeah.
So what happens with him?
These are good questions you're asking. If I'm a good GM, I'm calling them over there like, hey, how y'all doing this morning? I'm just checking on you. I'm gonna call you back tomorrow though. I don't want nothing right now, but hey, big head. That's all. I mean, the good thing is they got options. And the good thing for the rest of the league is just the Wizards and they stupid. So somebody gonna win something off of them.
I think number one, them signing Trae Young to that 4-year deal. When you sign him to a lucrative contract like that, you're not telling him, "Hey, you're a bridge gap point guard." You're telling him you are the point guard. So that's why, like, what happens with Buck Carrington?
You know why I'm laughing too, bro. You know exactly why I'm laughing. And anybody watching that know why I'm laughing, you know why I'm laughing for real. When they pay you a certain kind of money, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It means something, bro. It comes with responsibility.
It means something.
It means something because it means something.
when a team doesn't want to pay you that, it also means something as well.
Yes, it does. But
so,
as you said, continue.
Look, I think I've been back and forth on it, man. But I do think AJ DeBonster goes number one. It's solid addition to the team. I might actually go to that game when they play the Rockets. I think Darren Peterson goes number two. Now, it was a report that came out just about maybe 15, 20 minutes ago that said that the Jazz are still, undecided on number two because they're still trying to pick between Darren Peterson or Cam Boozer. With Cam Boozer, it's a special situation with his father being in the front office now. His father is a scout for the Utah Jazz. So kind of creates this thing now. I don't think you let Peterson go 3 to Memphis. I just think that that's a no-go. But it's gonna be a very interesting draft. I'm very interested to see who goes where, especially after 5. I think the top 4 is pretty much set. Outside of
we think.
We also thought this too a couple of years ago when it was said that a certain player that's on the Rockets right now was supposed to go number 1, and a certain player that's in Orlando was supposed to go 3, and they ended up switching places, right? Trading places. Ain't that a song?
Yep.
So,
oh man, this is funny stuff, bro.
Very interested to see how this draft goes. Starts in about 12 minutes. Hey, guys, welcome to the podcast. Like I say, for me personally, it's been a long time coming. Make sure you guys go and follow my podcast as well, called Clutch City Connect. I'm actually editing 2 interviews I've done so far. Make sure you go watch the other interviews I got.
Put that in the comments, bro. Make sure we put that in the comments, bro. Put that.
We're gonna add it.
Comments, bro.
We're gonna add it. I used to be a part of Rocket Space, but I'm a part of every space now, from grassroots all the way to the NBA. So make sure you guys give me a follow.
Already. Now, I got another question for you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Who is your most likely candidate to drop out of the lottery and fall?
I think one player that could is Jaden Quinton. I think his medicals have kind of scared teams. And I think as far as I'm concerned, I think talent-wise, I think he's maybe a top 18, 19 player in this draft. But I think he falls just because of his medicals. But we've seen players like that. Like I say, a player we just mentioned already whose medicals scared people. And he was selected, and his medicals aren't a concern anymore. So, if history repeats itself and does the same thing, we might see that happen. Hey, another player I think we might see fall is Nate Ament. from Tennessee. Not super far. I don't think he's gonna go 20 past 20 or whatever. But Native Man, I could see him going outside of 14, maybe 15, 16, 17, that range.
Now, the two players you mentioned, Nate Ament and Jaden Quintons. What do you like about their games, and what do you think? What do you think they'll bring? What do you think they'll be? When they start to fill themselves out in the league.
Oh, with Native Man, I think he's the biggest boomer bust prospect in this draft. I think he could be one of those players that could be a star player in the league, and he could be one of these players that could be out of the league in 4 years, 4 or 5 years. So, what I think he does very well, get to the goal. Got to work on the shot. The shot is very slow, especially in NBA. In the NBA, where the speed is like this, I think you got to get speed on that shot. But I think him going to Tennessee kind of did him a disservice, playing for Rick Barnes. But he's solid. He's solid. I like his game. Especially coming out of high school where he dominated. Of course, all of them dominate high school, but he dominated on the high school scene. And with Jaden Quinnis, high motor player. Even at Kentucky, the guy he can go. He can go all day, and he's gonna play defense. 6'9", kind of a little undersized as a big man too, but man, he goes up and he get those blocks. Man, he can go up and get some rebounds, and he's a hustle player. Something that I like.
All right, so this is a tough one I got for you now, bro. Rockets Central. Who do you see the Rockets trying to grab in this draft? The Rockets got pick number 39. I know it's second round. The second round is it's tricky or whatever. But if you are Rafael Stone, who is the guy that you're looking at in the second round? Or I'll give you three guys. Who are the three guys you're looking at in the second round that you willing to take a little flyer on because it's the second round. It's all flyers.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. You told me three, but I'm gonna actually just name you one because I really want. I think he'll help us out tremendously. And as far as shooting, and I really want U of H's Emmanuel Sharp. I think he would be a very solid addition to the team. He comes from Kelvin Sampson University. I don't even call it U of H. Kelvin Sampson University, where, hey, your number one motto is to play defense and to be a good shooter. And if you're not in either one of those two, you're not going to be at U of H. So he's a very solid shooter. I got to see him play in person this past season. Where I actually got to see Kingston Fleming too. My goodness gracious, he's talented.
He a dog.
Yeah, man, he had a dunk coming from the baseline. I think they were playing against Oakland, and he dunked on one of their post players. I was like, goodness gracious.
He got a lot of D Rose to him, bro. He moves just like D Rose.
He's
and
solid.
Because of some stupid measurables, they got him going. I'm saying a mock draft. I'm looking at NBADraft.net. They got him mocked 8th. That's crazy. He should not go past 5. He really shouldn't go past 5 because Brooklyn can use a point guard. Clippers got Darius Garland, but still. So, and then Atlanta. If he go to Atlanta, because they already signed C.J. McCollum. Like, what are we doing? Like,
I would like him in Atlanta.
He could end up falling just because of some stupid measurables, bro.
And that's one other player that I think has the potential to fall. I think that there are some point guards in this class that teams might like a little bit more just because of their height and their measurables. I think Darius Acuff Jr. is one of the other players that that teams are
That's
looking
my
at.
guy right
Hey,
there.
he's a dog. You
That's
can't take
my
that away
guy
from
right
him.
there, man.
Darius A. Cup Jr. is gonna go out there and go get it. You know,
That boy is
on
a
the offensive
hooper's
side.
hooper.
Now the defense side of the ball is much to be desired.
Hey man, y'all play defense. I got all of this bag.
Hey,
I got bag
so
for the whole team. Y'all got to put something in there.
very interested to see how this draft shakes up. I think the draft starts at 5 or 6, depending on what the Clippers do. Clippers floating that fifth pick, based on some of the rumors. Maybe they try to get into the Jaylen Brown mix. Maybe they don't.
Man.
But it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm just ready for this draft to start, man. I'm ready now, guys. We're only doing the top 15 picks. 14, depending on
14.
AK.
We're just doing the lottery.
We just doing the lottery, guys. That's it.
Anything
We're not
after
gonna do
that,
it.
man, y'all got it. Somebody else can have it.
Y'all
We just
got
doing the
it,
lottery.
cause we ain't. Hey,
I ain't got
we
time
ain't got
for
the time.
it. I ain't got time for it. I damn near didn't want to do this, but
Hey, I'm telling you, man. Like it's something that I want to do to kind of be a little bit different, but
I mean, because the Rockets ain't got no pick in the damn first round, so
and I don't believe. I don't see them trading into the first round unless they see a player that's falling that they like. But I think they stand pat at 39 unless they see a player from the first round slip into the second round, and then I think they might trade 53 and 39 to try to
now
go up.
you know they're not trading into the first round. That is risky, and this front office don't do nothing that ain't a safe space. They live in that safe space, bro. They go skydiving from their living room, bro. They put the virtual thing on. They put the little Google glasses on, the Google VR. They put that on, and they doing it without actually doing it. That's safer that way, bro. They won't get in a helicopter and jump out their Joker and put their parachute up. They're not gonna do that. That's too risky. We don't do risk over here in Houston. My GM don't like risk. My coach don't like risk. My franchise point guard don't like risk. They all safe space people. And the crazy thing is, I got an owner who actually doesn't mind taking risks.
Especially financially. Did you see a lot of his acquisitions over the last maybe 5 6 months? Not even with the Houston Comets, guys. He bought
you talking? He bought yeah. Funny story. So one of my colleagues, he was like, he said, I heard some mob boss bought a casino in Louisiana in Las Vegas. I started laughing. I was like, Tillman Fertitta? He went and looked. He was like, yeah, Tillman Fertitta. I know.
You know what? Right. I'm a huge supporter of Tillman just because of the fact he is from the same area that I'm from. He's a Galveston, Texas man. And I was born there, not raised there. But us Galveston County folk have to support each other. We gotta stick together.
Hey, I mess with Tillman Fertitta. I like him. And I ain't just saying that because I ain't trying to get my legs broke. I actually like the guy.
Now I got a funny story for you guys, man. So I used to work. I don't know if people know what True Green is, but I used to work for this landscaping company called True Green. And one of the clients for True Green is Tillman Fertitta. And I had to treat his house one day, but man, it was raining so bad. It was horrible. Like they canceled out everything that day. So I called him private, and unbeknownst to me, he picked up, and I was shocked. I was like, "Is this Tillman Fertitta?" Like, yes. Who is this? I said, "Well, it's Tyler with True Green." He said, "Okay, how are you?" Like, I'm okay. Now, I'm starstruck.
Oh, I thought you was starstruck.
Worried. Nah, I'm starstruck, man. And he was just the calmest person in the world on the phone. And here I am, like kind of freaking out. But he was cool. I had to reschedule him. He was like, "That's fine. I know the weather's bad." And we hung up. And somebody was like, "Man, you got to talk to Tim." I'm like, "Yeah." You're like, "You should have asked for a free Rockets ticket." I'm like, "Nah." that ain't me to ask for something free. If it's offered, but if it's I ain't the kind of person to just up and like ask. And this man is a businessman. He has a business to sell, so I'm not gonna take money out of his pocket unless he wants to give me money. But I'm not gonna take money out of his pocket in a business mindset. I know he could probably make money off those tickets, So I'm just not somebody to ask in that type of circumstance.
Man, that boy wipe his ass with $200 bills. You didn't even know it was a $200 bill. He wipe his ass with that and flush it down the toilet. He ain't even listen to that.
But yeah, man. Hey, it's go time, baby. We here. It's your guy TJ Anderson and AK Finity, and we are on the Rockets Round Robin podcast.
I got another question for you.
Doing it big. Yes, what's up?
Before this damn thing get kicked off, there's one prospect that a lot of people have been starting to talk about over the last, I want to say, about 1 month. A big man, Aday Mara. I just seen like some workout videos of him, a couple of film from here and there. What's your thoughts on that guy? I don't really know what to think of him. He's from he went to Michigan. Yeah.
I think he's solid. I think teams more so maybe want to draft him for his height, not necessarily for his skill set. Which his skill set is not bad. I like his skill set. But I think he's a possibility at 8 for Atlanta. I think he's a possibility for Mavericks at 9, especially with the Mavericks getting Dusty May as their new head coach, which I think is kind of crazy. You get a coach 24 hours before the NBA draft.
But at 9? Okay, you know what? Let's do that. Hold on. Let's say Kingston Flemings is on the board, or Darius Cuff is on the board at 9
for Dallas.
Uh-huh.
And I have to pick between them two?
Uh-huh. Because Kyrie is probably not going to start the season over there. He's probably going to get moved.
Well, I seen a report saying that he is good to go. And then
now I'm not talking about like injury wise. I'm talking about like they've been cleaning house, like moving players.
Oh yeah.
Daniel Gafford gonna be traded too. Probably. Matter of fact, I could see him getting traded tonight. Daniel Gafford might get traded tonight.
But see, I see Gafford more than I see Kyrie. They say Kyrie and Cooper have of course this is subjective, and like I say, any player can be traded if the right offer is made. But they like Kyrie and Cooper's relationship in that Kyrie's kind of taking a mentorship-esque role with Cooper to help him kind of ease in more so into the NBA.
He did the same thing in Boston with Tatum and Brown, especially Jaylen Brown.
Well,
he want to get paid too.
He does.
Which was the same situation in Boston. He wanted to get paid there.
I think in that scenario though, between Acuff and Flemings, man, I like both of them, and I hate to put them like this, but I think you just Acuff is just oozing that potential, that upside that you like,
So is Kingston, bro. I don't think you can go wrong with either one.
I don't think you can go wrong with either one either.
Yeah.
But I do think that there is a point guard tier, and I think teams are putting Acuff in a tier above Flemings. Not to say Flemings is bad, but I think it's just they're going off potential skill set and ceiling, essentially potential. So that's an interesting scenario,
shooting, bro. It's the shooting.
I think it's the shooting.
He can shoot, and he can finish the paint either hand below the rim, and he can shoot it off the dribble. He can shoot it spot up. He can shoot it coming off. Well, he ain't really come off a whole lot of screens in college, but the man can shoot the ball. It's clear that he can shoot the ball, and he can go get his own shot. Like
Now,
That's something that is at a premium in this league. If you can go get your own damn shot from anywhere.
let me ask you this: if you had a choice at 39, if you're the Rockets GM, what are two players that you like in that spot? But who's the one player you would go for between those two players?
One of them is Trevon Brazil, and the reason I say him is because it's mostly a John Calipari thing, bro.
Long and lengthy player.
I
He can shoot
mean,
the 3 too.
if John Calipari coached you, you're probably good. I mean, it's really just that simple for me, bro. Second player though, see, this is where we run into issues, bro. Cause man, I don't think the player that I would like that I don't think is gonna even fall that far is what's the name from UH? What's this full name? Chris
Chris Sinak.
Yeah, Sinak, yeah.
Oh man, nah.
I like him, but I don't think he's gonna fall that far.
I think Sinak. I think he's top 20, top 25. I don't really see him fall. I think it's crazy to think he could go late in the first round. I think he was the number one recruit in that class, above the Bonster and Peterson.
Which
so
is crazy.
it's interesting. Yeah, it's
crazy how that happens.
But hey, when you get to college, it's a whole different ball game, brother. It's and I think it depends on opportunity and if the offense flows through you and around you. When I got to watch him against U of H, against Oakland, he played good, but the offense didn't go through him. It went through Kingston.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Essentially. So that's when Kingston was breaking out. And I remember talking to some of the U of H fans. They were like, "Man, I hope both of them stay one more year." And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, "Nah, you got 2 first-round picks on your team, and maybe 2 second-round picks on your team, depending on if Milos gets picked as well or not." I'm not really hearing a lot with Milos, but I think that's a very good situation. Unfortunately, they lost to Illinois in the college playoffs, but against Keaton Wagler, who's also in this draft.
Yeah.
And he's been rumored
He
to
predicted to go to the lottery.
Yeah, he predicted to go top 5, top 6. Either at 5 to LA or 6 to Brooklyn.
I got another one for you before they start picking. It's not a prospect. This is more like a scenario.
Okay.
What team is most likely to make a trade during the lottery? Or let me ask it this way. I ain't ask it right. What team is most likely to try to trade into the lottery or trade out of the lottery? Or you can answer
trade.
You can answer who's going to try to trade into it. And you can answer who's going to try to trade out of it. And you can answer who's going to try to move up that's already in the lottery.
You hit me with a triple whammy there.
I did.
Well, I'm gonna type up the draft and see where every team is sitting at right now. And
Washington, Utah, Memphis, Chicago, Clippers, Brooklyn, Sacramento, Atlanta, Dallas, Milwaukee, Golden State, Oklahoma City, F them, Milwaukee, and Charlotte. Oh, no good fortune for them.
I think one team that tried to jump into the lottery is the Golden State Warriors. I think there's a player that they like in the lottery. It might be a Daymara.
They're in the lottery though. They're already in the lottery. Like you think
they already in the lottery?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Their name is all in the lottery. Do you?
Okay.
Oh hell no! I hope he don't go to them because he's gonna end up being good just because he went there.
Oh, of course. See, you can't say the Bucks because the deal that the Bucks got. They got two
Oh yeah.
two first. Yeah, they got yeah. So essentially, where Miami was picking, that's where they're picking. Um, if I had to guess, I think one team that I think could move back into the lottery is Sacramento Kings. I think they need all the help they can get. I think they're the NBA's purgatory in the NBA's purgatory, and I think they need all the potential and upside they can get. Now, if they do get Darius Acuff, which from what I
I'm
heard,
praying he don't go there, bro. Cause they
I,
gonna
I
run.
I think it'll be a stopgap for him, man. But I think he would. I think if he goes there, the ball was essentially being his hand. I think he'd be able to grow as a player. But that roster is much to be desired. I know that they're gonna waive DeMar DeRozan. They can't find a trade partner for him.
They extended King and Murray already, didn't they? And they gave him big money, huh?
I believe they did.
Let me
He's
look.
a solid building block. He's not somebody that
But the kind of money that he got, let me make sure. And he was an older rookie too, by the way. He a little
let's see,
older
pick
for
his
his
in.
class.
The Boston goes number one. So the player that we thought all this time is going number one.
All right, so the
AJ
Boston
DeBounce.
number one. All right, bet. So Darren Peterson got to go number two, right? Or is that going to be Cam Boozer?
I don't know. A lot of uncertainty with this pick right here.
Now, Adam Silver got the biggest ears I ever seen on a human.
You can probably hear our conversation.
That boy got elephant ears, bro.
You can probably hear our conversation.
He probably can.
They're talking about me.
Yeah, that's right. He probably hearing everybody's conversation, really. His kids can't sneak out the house, bro. They gonna hear that window open.
Oh, of course.
Where you going? Get back in here.
Man, hey, to go back to your question, I think I can see the Kings trying to get back into the lottery. I can see the Hornets trying to move up into the lottery. But I think they stay where they are. I think a player that I like that I think they can pick Cameron Carr. He's probably one of the best scorers in the draft, or shooters essentially.
They need another one?
Hey, you can never go wrong with too many shooters on a team. Like you never go wrong with too many wings.
Tell that to the Rockets. You sure you can't go wrong with too many wings?
Hey, I don't think you can. Like you can never go wrong with too many ball handlers.
Ball handlers, yeah, but I understand that. But too many wings? I mean, the Rockets just tried that experiment. They tried quadruple big. They tried all wings. They just
Now they're playing a power forward, that's small forward. That ain't none of my business. Don't have the ball skills.
They playing a power forward at point guard.
You're getting me started, man. Don't get me started.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think Amen Thompson's best position is probably gonna be at the 4.
At the 4, small ball 4.
I would think so, bro. If they're not gonna put the ball in his hands, yeah.
Well, they had the ball in his hand last season, so they might take the ball out when Van Vliet comes back. No, he's got to have his touches.
Hey, that's the franchise point guard, bro. Pick and brick. That's the signature play, bro.
Yeah. So
you can't say that. I can. I don't care.
Look, what I'm gonna say is that essentially number one, this juice is very good, and number two, that I definitely see the Kings moving back into the lottery. I see the Hornets trying to move into they're 14.
I think if Dave Morrow stays at 14, the Hornets will probably grab him.
Oh yeah,
Who do you think Oklahoma City is going to try to get? And do you think that they trade out of that spot? Because that's a team that probably needs to trade up.
They got a plethora of first-round picks.
Yeah, they got too many. That's the problem. Like, you got to package the first-round picks you do have to go get a player and not another pick.
Because from what I seen, they were trying to use those picks to move into the top 7, top 8.
I don't think nobody gonna try to help them though. They're gonna make them sit on them picks because they don't want to. I don't think they actually want to use them picks, and they're gonna try to make. Teams gonna try to make them sit on them picks and devalue them so they can get them for a better price.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
I honestly think that oh, hold on just a second.
The pick is in.
What we working with?
We about to find out. We about to find out. Let's go, Utah Jazz. I hope they do something stupid. They actually have a well-run team. They got a good front office over there. It's just that it's Utah. Nobody trying to be over there with them. Well,
yeah.
Man, come on and say the pick. Taking all that time. Talking about the pick is in. That wastes too much time, bro. I'm just trying to go to the gym. That's all.
Right.
Now one of them want to go to Utah, bro. I know Darren Peterson ain't trying to go to no Utah.
Neither one and two.
And you're low key, I think that's what his strategy was, saying that he wasn't working out for nobody else. He don't want to go to Utah. He's trying to scare him off. They're gonna have two players over there that don't really want to be over there, Ace Bailey and Darren Peterson. Really? You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know what's going on with Keontae George. I really like Keontae George, by the way. I really like Keontae George.
Man, Keontae George is a baller. There it is, Darren Peterson.
Well, they got two players that ain't trying to be there. Something got to give. and they got to pay Keontae George.
But you know what? That could be a very scary team this upcoming season.
It could, but I'll tell you what. What happens with Walker Kessler? Do they pay him? He want that money. Keyshawn George, he want that money.
Right.
You still got Larry Markkinen on the roster. Team's gonna want him. Does he get moved tonight? He been in trade rumors his whole life.
Who is that?
Larry Markkinen.
Man, with Larry, I think they keep him for at least one more year. Just see where it can go. I think if it just doesn't work out, maybe on a trade deadline, they let him go.
They gonna wait that long?
I think they do. But I think it all depends on Ace Bailey, man. That potential is oozing.
See, I'll be looking at these other teams, young guys, and I'll be like, man, I see what y'all doing over there on other squads. Y'all be looking good. But then I just know if they came to Houston, played under Udoka, man, they're going to get neutered.
Man.
So I don't even be wanting the Rockets to go get nobody else that's young, bro. Like, if you're not established already, like, I don't even want to. I'm not even going to put you under no Udoka. I don't hate you that bad.
We're not going to bring nobody in. You want to know why? We got our franchise players already.
We got untouchables without max contracts. No max contract, but untouchable. and it's supposed to be your extension eligible season. No match
In
contract. But
H-Town,
you untouchable though. I promise. All right.
in H-Town, we got it all, baby.
Hey, for those who didn't hear me earlier, for all the new ones trickling up in here, I said earlier, Amen Thompson is quote unquote untouchable, then he should get a max contract or close enough to it. And if not, do not believe them quote unquote reports talking about he untouchable, because that the signaling and the actions don't make sense. The messaging, not the signaling, the messaging and the actions gotta mesh together. But how untouchable are you without a max contract on a season, on an off season where you extension eligible? How untouchable does that sound to you? We don't even hear rumors of a type of contract that he gonna get. I'm just saying, talking about untouchable. Man, who you fooling? Ain't fooling nobody, bro. Untouchable. Then next thing you know, they're gonna include him in a deal to go get somebody who's 47.
Hold on, just a minute, AK. Hold on.
I got you.
I'll be right back.
Hey man, Darren Peterson to the Utah Jazz, man. What y'all thinking? I'm thinking, boy, I ain't gonna lie, bro. They got a little bit of a squad over there, man. Utah got some young bucks over there, but they got some decisions to make because Keyshawn George want an extension, so does Walker Kessler. He want an extension, and they got to deal with the Lauri Markkanen issue. And they got Jaren Jackson over there. Like, what you gonna do with Jaren Jackson? Is he gonna stay over there? I heard some rumors about him getting traded over there to Detroit. I don't know how true that is. I don't know how real that is. I don't know if Jaren Jackson and Lauri Markkanen are along for the Utah Jazz. I don't think they should be. I think that they should extend Walker Kessler and Keontae George, move off of Jaren Jackson and Lauri Markkanen for, I would say, less than. I would try to get some assets back for them too, and a player, match contracts, obviously match contract, but maybe a player that's going to be more valuable in the locker room to the young guys than really on the court. Like, find you some bad contracts and collect assets from the Utah Jazz. And the Jazz already got a bunch of assets, really, to be honest. They already got a bunch of assets, but they gotta start playing these guys, man. Ace Bailey need to see some more playing time. They gotta free up space for him. Bryce Sensabaugh still nice over there. He gotta play too.
No, I think Sensabaugh got traded.
He did, huh? I'm tripping.
He's with the Grizzlies now.
I'm tripping. Isaiah Collier, that's another guy. I don't know if they're gonna use him as leverage against Keontae George. And the other young guy that they got over there that I don't think is going to be all that great is Cody Williams. I don't know what they're thinking about him. He really ain't going to get no playing time now.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? All right, what are you expecting? But Isaiah Collier is he going to be a nice little point guard, especially if he ever learn how to shoot. If he learn how to shoot, he going to be a nice point guard, but he got a good handle. He don't turn the ball over, and he's still aggressive without turning the ball over. I know a point guard that don't turn the ball over, but he's not aggressive. So, you know what I'm saying? Unless you set a pick for him. That's the point guard that I know of. That's just me, though.
And with third pick in the NBA draft, we got Cam Boozer going to Memphis.
Cam Boozer to Memphis. How about that?
I agree with your point with Darren Peterson, my man. I think that's a very solid addition to the Utah Jazz. I think that makes them better in a lot of ways. I think, personally, their team is set, essentially. I think they got to move off maybe a few of those veterans that they have. But I think they're going to make some noise in the West this year. But everything kind of runs based on Peterson's development, how Keontae plays, how Ace Bailey grows. I think, in my opinion, that's their big three. And you add, Jaren Jackson Jr. and
him and Lauri Markkanen are kind of redundant. One of them got to go, if not both of them. I would move off of both of them and get some bad contracts with some assets to go along with it. They're kind of redundant. You still gonna play Larry Markkinen at the 3? Or are you gonna play him at the 5 if Walker Kessler doesn't come back, or if he gets hurt, which he's going to. He's going to get hurt. That's what he does. Or, man, we can talk about the Jazz later. Screw them. Memphis Grizzlies. I think this is a very good pick for them. It's a very interesting organization because I think they're a bad organization from the top. But they draft well, and I think that they develop players pretty well. But I think that their front office is just absolute garbage fire, bro. That's what I think. This is why I'm saying this. When an organization decides that they want to scapegoat somebody, and then that person leaves and you keep the same problems, you are running a bad ship. You are a trash organization. The way they did Dylan Brooks, I will never forgive them for that. I will never forgive them for how they did Dylan Brooks because he left and your problems got worse. But you tried to scapegoat him, you tried to do him in, you tried to lower his value on the open market, and he still ended up getting paid. Piece of crap organization. I think they just a Sacramento organization, but in the South. They definitely draft, except they draft well. They do draft well and they develop well, but they don't treat their players well. I don't think they treat their players well at all. Ja Morant, what happens with him? Does he end up getting moved? Cedric Howard, he about to go in a year 2. What does he look like? And are they going to use Ty Jerome as like a stopgap point guard for a season? Do they try to, maybe use Scottie Pippen Jr. when he comes back from injury? I think he got hurt, if I'm not mistaken. What are they doing with Ja? Because the story, honestly, is going to be Ja until Ja is moved. Cool, you got Cam Boozer. I think he's going to be really good with Zach Edey and Cedric Howard. I think there's going to be a nice little threesome for however long they last, because one of them is not going to make it to year 5 in that team. But I think Ja Morant is the big domino. What happens with him?
I think
they got talent over there.
I think with Ja, man, I think it's just one of those things. There was a report that came out before the draft, about 20, 25 minutes before the draft, saying that that the Sacramento Kings and the New Orleans Pelicans were going to back off their interest from
I saw that.
Ja Morant. So I think this is one of those situations where, unfortunately, they might be stuck with him unless they get a low ball offer that they just are willing to take. I think you're in a position where you maybe run it back with him, see if he can regain some of that awesome play that he had a couple seasons ago. And if he doesn't, man, I think you take what you can get from him, move on,
I think a sneaky place that he can land, and I mean sneaky. Do not be surprised if he ends up somewhere like Boston.
That's very interesting.
That's
very interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised if he end up somewhere like Boston because his value isn't the highest right now. They wouldn't have to give up as much. They probably would end up keeping Jaylen Brown too. I don't know who gets moved, but it'll probably end up being like a 3-team deal or something like that, something crazy like that. But Boston would be an interesting place for Ja Morant to end up. I think he fits. I think he adds an element to their team that they don't necessarily have from the point guard position. Like he going downhill, and he's always in attack mode. He always in attack mode, and they have enough defenders around him to where you can kind of live with what you give up on the defensive end. And he's not terrible on defense. He was just unmotivated last year. But I don't know how they would have to get that done. But I wouldn't be surprised if somehow, some way he ended up in Boston. I just wouldn't be. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Outside of Boston, other team I would think, And this is really, 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 really outside the box. Denver.
To play with Jokic?
Yeah, and I think Denver would do it because they're just trying to get off of Jamal Murray because of that contract.
I
And
can see that.
Ja's gonna be he gonna be an expiring next year. He's not expiring this year, but he gonna be an expiring summer of 2020. He's gonna expire summer 2028. So the following off season, if it don't look good, they can, make a deal involving him some kind of way or whatever. But it sounds like they kind of want to get off of Jamal Murray for salary reasons, but also same thing applies. Like I said in Boston, like he's going to be in a downhill attacking point guard who is going to be able to, I think, play well with Jokic. I mean, who doesn't play well with Jokic, man? I mean, how do you not? I can go get 10 points a game with him.
I could see that. I could see, especially if you put Ja with. I mean, you put Ja with Jason Tatum. I think that's pretty solid 1-2 punch there. Even more so with Jokic, I think Jokic will be able to find Ja in all the spots.
Mm-hmm. But even if Ja stays in Memphis, though, I think he does fit well with what they do have now.
I think that's the most likely scenario. I mean, I did see the Sacramento Kings, but now that they don't have any interest in them anymore. I didn't understand the New Orleans Pelicans' interest because they have 12 point guards there.
Man, him
already.
And Zion would not fit together. That'd be nasty.
Now I'm trying to figure out if Zion is a part of their future or not. That's one player that I actually thought would make his way to Memphis to play with Ja. But
since when does somebody want to go to Memphis to go play?
It was a time when Memphis was like a fun team.
Yeah,
but that time came and went.
That's why I'm talking about their front office. It's a piece of crap. It's a piece of crap, bro. And players talk. They know what's going on. You think these dudes ain't talk to Dillon Brooks?
Oh, for sure.
You think they ain't talk to Steven Adams? They all know.
For sure.
But yeah, we'll see. But I like the pick for them. I definitely like the Cam Boozer pick for hold on, who went number 4? We missed out. Caleb Wilson went.
Oh, with the 4th pick, guys, the Chicago Bulls have selected Caleb Wilson.
Okay, so nobody's slipping so far. Mm-mm. Let's talk about that right quick. What's your thoughts on Caleb Wilson? How you think he's gonna fit in Chicago with Josh Giddey and crew?
Oh, I think he fits in just fine. He has a point guard that's gonna find him where he needs to be at. In Giddey, I'm not personally not a fan of Giddey, but skill set wise, he's a solid passer. And then I'll say this.
I really like him.
With the general manager that they have there now, I think, and then with the fact that they just traded for Nick Claxton yesterday, there's going to be a very interesting front court. Both of them have very skinny frames, and I think a guy like Alperen Sengun is going to feast on either or. Like a big body center who can bang down low. But I like the pick. I like the pick for the Bulls. It's a very the upside pick, and I think he's gonna play very well for the Bulls.
I think he's gonna ball out, definitely.
Oh yeah,
because the Bulls know how they want to play. They want to get up and down that court, and they're trying to get up and down the court in a hurry. They're not really too much interested in defense right now, which is cool. You're a developing team for the most part. You're a developing team, man. You're just trying to, get buckets and learn how to play defense later on. Like that'll happen. That'll happen eventually.
And forget about Matas
Yeah,
Buzelis.
Matas Buzelis is nice. I like him. I think the Josh Giddey thing just is just kind of. I just don't know how that's gonna look if he ends up staying there because they still need shooting, bro. And then I don't know if Rob Dillingham starts to really hoop over there and becomes more of what I thought he was going to end up being. All right, then we could kind of start, looking at different things for the Bulls because I think Rob Dillingham is not. I don't think he's a six man. I think he's a starting guard, bro. I see a lot of good stuff in him. Defense to be put aside, but
you said Rob Dillingham?
Uh-huh.
Man, I think a lot of teams are starting to give up on him, man.
They can give up all they like. He just can't give up on himself. He's still young. That's really crazy to me that you folks be giving up on these dudes that can't even drink. You give up on them already? All right, you got it. The pick is in, they said.
The pick is in. The pick is in, guys. Let's see who we're picking. Well, not us, but the Clippers. They're taking Keaton Wagler. So the top five.
Okay, the top five is still the top five.
Is the cemented top five since the lottery.
All right. Ain't been no trades yet.
Understand.
What do you think about Keegan Wagler, bro? What's your scouting report on him?
Man, he did a number on my U of H Cougars, man. He did his thing against my U of H Cougars. I'll say, man, he got a very solid game. 6'5", lengthy kid. Excuse me. He's just figuring out if he's going to be a point guard in the NBA or shooting guard. It's not a bad thing to be the combo guard.
They said the same thing about Tyrese Halliburton.
They say the same thing about Tyrese. Tyrese is a point guard. So I like the fit next to Darius Garland as well. Him being 6'5".
Yeah, how does that even look with the Clippers like? And obviously, it's not like he has to start.
Right, no.
He's probably not going to start.
I think they're starting five especially if the Kawhi Leonard thing is situated and he does come back and he stays in LA. I think their starting five is pretty much cemented. I think they have
Garland, Chris Dunn, Kawhi. I don't know.
No, not even Chris Dunn. Benedict Mathurin.
Mathurin don't start, you think? Because they've been using him as a six man.
I think he starts next season.
Think he's starting? All right. Isaiah Jackson. Sorry. Derrick Jones Jr. gonna start. That's for sure. That's already 4 people, bro. And then whoever the hell they 5 is gonna be.
See, them let go of Zubats. I ain't really like that, but I guess we'll. I mean, they got the 5th pick from that trade, so
they need
it worked out.
No matter what, they need
Isaiah Jackson is okay. Look at Keaton Wagler. Man, Keaton Wagler at 42 or 46.
I don't know, man. There might be a team that come up that has a center but needs a point guard. This is not me trying to be messy, bro. I'm just saying there may be a team that has a center and needs a point guard. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying nothing else.
But, some teams don't have a pick in the first round.
They don't. That's another thing, too. They may not even have no pick in the draft. I'm not trying to be messy. I'm just saying what the facts are. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
they might have to wait for the second round.
I'm not saying what should happen. I'm not even saying it makes sense. I'm just saying there's a team that has a center that need a point guard somewhere. That's all I'm saying. And we need shooting. Keaton Murray can shoot.
Hey,
might be a team that needs a point guard that can shoot, but they also have a center. That's all I'm saying. You know who he would be good with? Hold on. I almost said the Pelicans. But I like Jeremiah Fears over there.
I like him too. I like the fact that they committed to him, even though they got DeJounte Murray there as well.
Mm-hmm.
But
Murray
I
could play
think
the
Murray
two.
gets traded. I
He
think
might get
Murray
traded.
gets traded.
I think he'd be good in Houston,
I think
but
he'd be good in Minnesota too.
he would be good in Minnesota. He would be really good next to Ant. Oh my goodness. That's a good point. That's a good point. All right. So who you think going next, bro? This is where it gets interesting, bro. Who Brooklyn taking?
I think Brooklyn here. I think they take. See, in my mock draft, I had them taking Nate Ament here. Um, I think they take either Mikael Brown Jr., or Nate Ament. I still think they take Nate Ament.
Brooklyn's so dumb if they don't take Darius a cut for Kingston Fleming.
Or I think the Kings trade up right here.
Well, the pick is in. Let's see what it do.
Let's see what it do, baby.
Can y'all get to it?
They do all that talking.
Ain't nobody trying to hear y'all. Ain't nobody tuning in for y'all.
One day I would love to be a part of some team's draft headquarters, man, where I'm in there, I'm one of the decision makers making the pick. And I feel good about my pick, man.
I know a team you're not gonna be on. I'm gonna just,
I do too, because but as long as the other 29 teams in the league value my opinion, that's
hold on. Who they got?
Let's see. What's Brooklyn doing?
They over there happy and clapping as if they're not still the Brooklyn Nets.
And they very much so are.
If Adam Silver don't bring his big ball head ass up here and say who the pick is, or announce a trade,
Mikael Brown Jr. is the pick for the Brooklyn Nets.
All right. So what do you like about Mikael Brown Jr., bro?
Mikael Brown Jr. can score. He can score. He's a very solid player for their team, even though they have a plethora point guard, young point guard at that. Just to give you a little playback, they did make 5 picks in the first round last year. I think 2 of them were point guards, Nolan Traore and
Nolan Traore. Yeah,
but
Traore and all that, man.
Nah, but I mean he's gonna be a good backup option. But I think Mikael Brown Jr. I think he could start day one. They got Igor Denham, who's solid. So
they got a lot of pieces that would be good for other teams.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Just not for them.
2 of those players, MPJ, Michael Porter Jr., and the one player they just acquired yesterday, Julius Randle.
Poor Julius Randle, man. He getting tossed around.
He's
getting
tossed around.
He's too good.
He's a good player.
Yeah, he's too good to be traded that much.
But too good to end up in a situation like Brooklyn. My goodness. Now he will help them as far as getting some wins, but that team is still going to be pretty bad next year.
Is he going to play the 5?
I think he's going to be the 4, and he's going to play some small ball 5.
Yeah, that's a. I don't know what they got going on over there in Brooklyn, man, but their roster just don't make sense for them. It makes sense for everybody else. Like they just seem like a petri dish team.
Of course, but for a young team, I think the best direction to go when you're not competing and you want to compete is if you I think that you draft potential. You draft young
I agree with
players with upside, and you just see how it works out. And then 3 or 4 years from now, if you're getting to the point where you can compete. You see if you can cash in or you keep the hometown kid, but you're not gonna be able to pay all the hometown kids. Then what I mean by hometown, the kids that are selected by that team,
Mm.
not the kids that are from there.
Oh, they said the
So
pick is in for the Kings. Who you think it is?
I think it's Darius Acuff, the player that they've been wanting all
God,
along.
God, if you hate Darius Cuff and it be your will that he go to the Kings, I accept. I just
I
don't
think
wish
it's
the Kings
Darius
on
Acuff,
nobody.
man. The yes, it's NBA purgatory, but at the same time, man, I think can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
I think it's one of those things, man. I don't know why it's like even with the Eric Pincus interview, I kept having people call me, man. I'm just like, why?
Hold on.
All right.
Oh, okay, never mind. It ain't. They ain't announced it yet. Who is there? Anybody in the first round in the lottery that you think a team? Okay, let me ask it this way: what team is most likely to reach for a prospect, and what player is most likely to be a reach in the lottery?
In the lottery, well, I think all these teams are going to be doing that. I think essentially the team that's going to make the reach here in this draft is I think it's going to be the Bucks, man, with Nader Mint. One of those boom or bust players, and especially with them trading Giannis, they're going to need somebody who can be at the forefront. I think they're gonna pick Nader Mint. He's gonna have a mountain to climb. He's gonna have a lot of pressure on his back, and he could either rise or fall. The pick is in. Adam Silver's at the podium.
Man, my heart pumping, bro.
Darius Acuff Jr. is the pick for the
Wow.
Sacramento Kings.
All right. What are your thoughts?
Well, so far, I'll say this: a little off tangent. Top 7 picks are essentially in my own mock draft. Um, Man, I wish I could have made a bet on all these picks, man. I'd probably be a walking millionaire. But I like this move, man. I think they'll put the ball in A Cup Jr.'s hands day one. I think he's gonna have a chance to flourish and shine. Um, I like this move. I think if their player development coach is still Rico Hines, I think Rico's gonna have fun with working with this one. I think he's one of these guys that has that all NBA talent, and he could certainly get there in Sacramento, man. I think he has an opportunity to make Sacramento a lucrative um, destination in the next 5 years if everything pans out for him. He's solid. I like his game. Um,
They don't deserve him, bro. He deserves better, man. He deserves better, man.
yeah, he's gonna bring that Detroit, Michigan edge that I think the Kings need, man. And I'm liking these picks. I'm not gonna lie. Me and you, we might have to go to a Kings game next year.
If he in town and he ain't injured, I might have to because that's my favorite player in this draft, man.
We might have to link up for that one.
Yeah, may have to make that happen, man. Tickets probably gonna be cheap too
Oh yeah,
because it's the Kings. I mean,
court side's still gonna be expensive.
yeah, I'll walk down there. Ain't nobody gonna be sitting there for the Kings. It's the Kings. They're probably gonna help. They're gonna escort me down there too, like a G. Here you go, sir. Have a seat, front row. We know nobody cares about the Kings. Hell,
It kind of
Rockets fans
reminds
don't even
me.
be coming to watch the damn team they damn self. Right, the hometown team.
Kind of reminds me years ago, man. Back in '07, when the Seattle Supersonics was still around. Even though I'm glad they're coming back, but when the Supersonics were still around, at this time I was 12. This is when you had T Mac, Yao Ming, you had Louis Scola, you know, you had them boys, and you had Shane Battier, right?
Man,
And this is when Kevin Durant it was
it's
his
a
rookie
rookie.
season, right?
Yeah.
So Kevin Durant's going off, and me and my uncle are all the way in the nosebleed. So halftime, people starting to leave because it's a blowout, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my uncle was like, "Hey, we finna leave up here and go down there, right? But you gotta follow my lead. Don't say too much, right? Then let me do all the talking. Let him do all the talking. We got past the first guy. He was like, "Ah, man, I seen that. Forgot my ticket somewhere for me and my nephew." He was like, "Oh, go ahead." Made all the way close to court side. One of the ushers came. She was like, "Y'all were not sitting in this area earlier." My uncle was like, "Oh no, no." He was like, "Nah, man." He was like, we just lost our ticket. She was like, "Uh-huh." She said, "I'll do you a favor." She said, "You can't sit courtside, but she said you can sit close to it." Man, got to sit courtside, close to courtside, man. It's most people don't understand how different it is when you're sitting courtside. You hear a lot of the trash talking that's going on the court. And KD was
Mm-hmm.
talking that trash to Shane Battier, rightfully so. He had 30 plus points. He was unstoppable. The hand in the face thing they did to Kobe, it wasn't working on KD.
Yeah, that don't work on KD.
That frame, that length,
Hell, it ain't work on Kobe.
it didn't. I think one game it rattled, and then after that it was just like
He started
Kobe actually
practicing shooting with a blindfold on. You remember that?
with a blindfold on
Yeah.
and with someone literally standing right here doing this while he's shooting.
Hey, Kobe is a demonic player, bro. Jeez. How you
You
practice shooting with a blindfold on? What are you doing? You gotta see the goal.
hey,
This is
he's
Kobe we're talking
adjusting,
about.
man. He's saying, "Hey, I'm gonna get this Joker," but most people don't really understand. Excuse me, the kind of setting there is when you get to sit courtside. You hear a lot of talking. You hear, especially what the NBA coaches are saying, right? You get to hear the coaches, the players talking amongst each other as teammates, right? And also talking trash, whether it's to the players defending them or to the bench. And man, just KD was talking that trash. He was saying a lot that I was like, oh my God, goodness gracious. My 12-year-old ears just couldn't handle a lot of what KD was saying, but it was a fun experience, man. And I don't know what that usher is today, but shout out to her for letting us, get away with it.
She a real
Um,
one.
and that's what led that Alexander was the owner of the Rockets. So
Which,
completely different time.
but before let's say the pick is in, before they put this pick in, who do you think it is? Only one person.
Who I think and who I hope. So who I think it is Kingston Flemings, and who I hope it is Kingston Flemings. I think because understand CJ McCollum, I think he only signed a 1 year deal.
Mm-hmm. 1
So
year, I think 20 mil, something like that.
so and maybe that
Yeah,
might have
1
been
year,
just to try to
21
get
mil.
his bird right. But
Oh no, 1 year?
I think they can. Because he will essentially have been there for 2 years if he finishes out next season.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how. Man, all that contract jargon be.
Right. I have to
I
ask Eric. I have to ask Eric Pincus that. Um,
know,
but
Blazy dog. Yeah, he went to hell, bros. All right, we're gonna pray for him, man. We're gonna pray for him. He's gonna ascend to the Rockets, hopefully, at some point.
he understand. Yeah, he got sent to hell, but he might be the cornerstone player that the Kings need to turn everything around because it's been purgatory, man. And I think when you have Acuff and Murray, those are two solid building blocks to build off of. They just have to keep drafting right and hope things come to fruition. But the pick is in. And it's Kingston Flemings. Kingston Flemings is going to Atlanta. I am going to Atlanta in December. Hopefully, around the time I go, which will be around Christmas, I can catch a game.
They got a squad, bro.
They got a squad. They just picked
Jalen
up Aaron
Johnson,
Wiggins.
Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels, Jonathan Kuminga, CJ McCollum, Onyeka Okongwu, NAW, Corey Kispert, Zach Reese-Shea, he ain't in the rotation. Buddy Hield, now Kingston Flemings, bro. They got a squad. Something got to give. Something got to give because that's too much.
I like this pick for Atlanta, man, and like I say, when I go, I hope
Kuminga, because I think that affects Kuminga in some kind of a way, in a weird way.
I think it affects Zachary Reese-Shea. I think personally, they need to trade him.
I think he's gonna get moved.
I think they need to trade him.
But they're gonna have to
whatever they get.
They gotta attach an asset to get off of him.
Man, I know U of H fans are elated.
Boy, Atlanta is gonna be good. They are already good. Remember, that gave the Knicks the hardest time.
Oh yeah. Well, that last game, was it game 7?
I think.
Much to be desired. But
outside of that, I mean, they ain't even have no alien.
Nah.
Spurs thought they had an easy one. You ain't had nothing.
Man, Spurs are a very young team. I think them even getting there is just the beginning. I think they have a team now that have got there, and now I think they understand what it takes to win there. Me personally, this is me. I had the Knicks winning that series anyway. I just thought it was going to be at least 4-2 or 4-3. For it to have been 4-1. The crazy weird thing is the Spurs led in every single game. So obviously the most talented team in the finals, right? But the most experienced team was the Knicks. So
yep. And do you notice how coaching matters, bro? Tom Thibodeau
matters.
He was running a broccoli offense over there. And Mike Brown said, nah, we need we need some new recipes over here. He brought some new recipes. Gordon Ramsay came in there, told everybody you can't cook. This is the recipes you need to use, and this is how you're supposed to cook an offense.
This is why you have to have, if you're a defensive minded coach and you're the head coach, you have to be balanced on offense as well. You have to either, if you're not an offensive minded coach, you have to bring someone in that can plug in a solid system that fits the personnel that you have. Or you adjust to the personnel that you have.
The only Thibodeau type coach that has won a title like in the last, since like 1990 is what's his name? I'm blanking on his name now. The Pistons coach, Ben Wallace and
Larry Brown.
Larry Brown. That is the only Thibodeau type coach that's won a title in 30 years, bro. In 35 years, 36 years. The Jeff Van Gundy's, no.
Hey, and going off of what Larry Brown dealt with when he was in Philly, he deserved that final win.
Yeah,
he dealt with a lot in Philly.
Mm-hmm. But look at what it takes for that style to work. Looking at you, Udoka. That's why I say get everybody up out of the team that Udoka don't want. Bring in who he want. It don't work. You get your ass out of here. Because it look like he don't know how to coach no other kind of way. Like he's not malleable. He doesn't want to adjust to nothing. Like you gotta when you're that heavy on one side of the ball. That's why he wanted a KD. He needs like these hyper offensive players because he know he ain't got nothing for you on that side. He's not gonna draw up nothing to get nobody open. He ain't gonna scheme nothing to free you up. To me, coaching is reflected more on role players than on stars. Because the role players are the ones that need help. Stars don't.
Well, even with the stars, oh man, and with the pick is in, Dallas Mavericks select Morez Johnson Jr. from University of Michigan.
Really?
And guess who's in attendance for this pick? Of course,
the coach.
New coach Dusty May of the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, Daniel Gafford gone. Can the Rockets get some of that? He can offensive rebound, and I'm pretty sure he can box.
The only thing the Rockets are gonna get is who was available at pick 39.
Can we trade for Daniel Gafford? No, Daniel Gafford a free agent, ain't he? Hold on.
No, he I think he has 1 or 2 more years on the deal. Current deal.
Yeah, he do. Can the Rockets go after him, man? They like backup centers that offensive rebound. He can do that. He's a Udoka guy, bro. He's definitely the type of guy Udoka would like. And since he like offensive rebounds, then Gafford gonna do that for you too. Since you can't draw up no play to make the ball go in.
There's a new report out that the Warriors would consider moving Draymond Green in the right deal.
That's cap.
Didn't they say something like that like last year?
Yeah, it's cap. They capping, bro.
He's been there for 14 years, man. Just who wants him at this point?
It's cap, bro. It's cap. I don't believe. I don't. That's not happening. At the time, it could have been traded him a long time ago.
A long time ago. And you want to think about something? I'm gonna say this: they picked Draymond Green over Kevin Durant.
They did.
They picked Draymond Green over Jordan Poole, which
they picked Draymond Green over Klay Thompson.
Over Klay Thompson.
Which I understand.
Right. But when you consider that, now the Morez Johnson pick, I think that's a little high for Johnson. But I get it. His former coach is now his current coach again. So
I ain't mad at it.
No, I'm not mad at it at all.
I just hope it don't work out.
Because he's going to Dallas. So it's one of those things, guys. When it comes to Houston sports, man, through and through, we could be for and against all at the same time. Yeah, we see you make this pick, Sacramento Kings, but we're going to tell you about yourself. We see you make this pick, Dallas Mavericks, San Antonio Spurs, but we still don't like you. So I understand.
I don't know much about I don't know much about this full name.
Morez Johnson.
But yeah, I don't know much about him, bro. What do you know about him, bro?
To be honest with you, I think it's a reach at 9. But like I say, I didn't really scout him a lot. So I don't really know his skill set and what he really brings to the table.
Eddie Curry, my bad. That boy daddy look like Eddie Curry, like a mother. You laughing because you know it's true.
Hey, it
that boy look like Eddie Curry, dog.
It is true. and it's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
But man, hey, Eddie Curry's son can ball.
Well,
If
NBA
all
finna
these
be
NBA players with these kids, man, Kendrick Perkins' son can hoop. Eddie Curry's son can hoop. Eric Dampier, who used to play for the Mavericks, his son can ball. A lot of these kids, man,
it was
can
crazy.
ball.
NBA finna be a bloodline league, bro.
Oh yeah, it's going that way. It's going that way for
Half the
sure.
damn league is second generation, whether player or coach or like, you just got to be born into the right bloodline. On some Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns shit. Oh
Well,
man,
the Milwaukee Bucks are on the clock and the pick is in.
can they
So
can they draft their new Giannis? Because Giannis was not a lottery pick, as FYI.
no, he was actually one pick outside of the lottery.
Yep. And what did
I
they do? They developed them. Not all teams can do that. Some teams.
understand too, guys. The Bucks are not just picking at 10; they're picking at 13 too. Remember the trade with Giannis? The Bucks got the 13th pick as well, guys. So even though the trade won't be finalized till July 6th, the Miami Heat will be making the pick for the Bucks.
So who you got them taking?
I think
What do
right
they need?
here
What do they need right now? Or
they
is it a talent thing or is it a position need? What are they doing?
I think it's a talent thing. I think you go best player available here on who's the highest on your draft board. And I think right here is a good reach for Native Mint. I seriously think that's a good reach. Man, I can't wait to be in someone's headquarters one day. That would be awesome. But I think you go Native Mint here, or you go Braden Burries. You could go Braden Burries here, and with the 13th pick, you can take Native Mint. Braden Burris can score as well. So
They definitely need to go high upside, man. Just high upside. Every pick just need to go high upside. Damn the floor. Go high upside. See what you got. But I don't even think that they're done making moves. I think they still gonna make
oh yeah,
another move. Because Miles Turner gotta go.
he gotta go. He has to.
Ain't no point in him being there.
And
Miles
guys,
Turner may end up going to the. I think he'd be a good fit on the Clippers.
Miles Turner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be nice.
I think,
Especially if Kawhi is there too. That would be nice.
yeah, I think he'll be a real good fit over there.
Guys, with the 5th overall pick,
or Charlotte.
Oh, him, LaMelo.
They ain't trying to max out on shooters, bro.
Don't they have what's his name? Moose.
Yeah,
Diabate. Yeah.
And he's really good, especially defensively. He's good.
But can he space the floor?
Exactly. Like, really, you really trying to open up the floor for LaMelo and them. As if the floor wasn't already open enough. I think he'd be a good fit over there. And I also think Boston might be a team that would like Miles Turner. Miles Turner's going to end up going to somebody who is trying to contend.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think it would be
not Houston though. What? I'm just telling you, we're not doing that. They said we ain't doing nothing. So we're just chilling. We fold our hands in the off season as well. Fred can come back and save us. Steven Adams gonna get some rebounds after them picking bricks.
They said we was gonna retool the bench. I don't know.
Hey, Lake Show, let me know if you're trying to pull up, bro. I'll shoot you the link if you're trying to pull up. Because I'm getting off after the lottery over with. But if you're trying to pull up, let me know, bro.
Come on, man. Come pull up on us.
That's my guy, man. That's a cool cat right there. And he know ball.
For sure.
He know ball for real. His problem is he a Lakers fan. And
Oh man.
we're gonna pray for him and we're gonna give him some medicine. You know what I'm saying? We know that that's a disease, but it's all right. That's like leprosy.
Oh man. Not leprosy.
How you a Lakers? How do you feel being a Lakers fan? Like, you don't itch?
I couldn't be a Lakers fan, man.
You see what I'm saying?
I know too many people from down this way. I think Kobe was one of the main reasons. I get it, but just to be a Lakers fan,
Kobe was my favorite player, but I could never root for the Lakers. I root for Kobe. I want him to play well, but I want the team to lose. I didn't even care if they won or not. Like, just Kobe play well, please.
man, do you recall years ago when we had Ron Artest? That was a battle with him and Kobe, wasn't it?
And he went over there like a little punk.
Man, the only reason why is because Les Alexander would not extend him. I wanted him to extend him so bad. He did an awesome job this season, man. He let Ron walk away for nothing after you gave up Dante Green and like
he ain't end up doing nothing though.
I think didn't he hit a game-winning shot or something like that in the finals?
In summer league. Are you talking
about
Dante
Green? Talking about Ron Artest.
I don't know if he had a game-winning shot, but I know he had that big game 7 against the Celtics. He say, I ain't gonna lie, that's the first time I saw somebody save Kobe's bacon. Because Kobe was stinking up the joint in game 7.
Kobe was doing it, man.
Yeah, he was stinking it up. But Ron Artest came to the rescue, man, that game 7. I'll never forget that. I was mad. I wanted them to lose because I just can't stand Lakers fans, bro. I want them to lose. And really, I wanted KG to win back-to-back titles.
Oh, yeah, KG. Man, he was amazing when he was with the Boston Celtics, man. I still remember.
And he just got old, man. That was the last 2 years of his prime.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he after that he just was a shell of himself at that point.
Went back to Minnesota too.
But it was a very good look. It was a very good look for him to be able to go back to Minnesota, sign that 1-year deal, kind of work with the kids. You know, the kids at that point was Karl-Anthony Towns.
Yeah, that was cool of him, man. He never wanted to leave that place. I don't blame him. Man,
no,
he was really loyal to them, man.
When your team is a fringe team, and the furthest they went was the Western Conference Final back in 2004, right? I think ain't that when KG won the MVP title. They're like, what do you do? You know?
Is the pick in yet? Hold on. I think we missed the 10th pick. Hold on.
Yeah, it was Braden Burries.
Oh, okay.
He went 10 to Milwaukee.
Good for him, man. What you think about Braden Burries and Milwaukee, man? What you think about that fit?
Well, they need a guard to score. And one thing you're gonna hear me say is these kids can score because they can. Now the NBA level is a little bit different as far as scoring from college, but Braden Burries can get buckets, man. He's solid. Definitely gonna get buckets in Milwaukee now, especially with their current situation.
You know what I'm noticing though, bro? That's kind of annoying. I'm noticing a lot of these dudes is reclassifying.
You talking about high school?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's weak to me, bro.
Oh,
bro. Because if everybody's doing it, what's the advantage?
They've been doing it for years.
Yeah, like all these 20-year-old freshmen. Like, come on, dog. That's weak to me, bro. I just think I just don't like that idea. I just think that's soft to me, bro.
Man, it's been going on now for almost 30 years. Players just reclassifying and
Okay, Golden State. The pick is in.
pick it in.
I hope they reach for somebody that was supposed to be in the second round.
Let's see who they get here. Jonathan Wasserman called the Dallas Mavericks pick of Morel Johnson a reach. I say they did it just because of, well,
We know that's a reach, bro.
Dusty May.
Yeah, he gonna go coach his guy. We know that happens. Like, why do people?
The Golden State Warriors select Yaxel Lindenberg, who I had going to the Warriors.
Ain't that big man from Michigan?
Yeah, the one that was in the same graduating class with Jalen Green and Cade Cunningham. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Crazy work. 6 years in college.
Crazy. That boy finna be 24 years old by the time the season starts.
24.
Boy, reclassified, stay 4 years, probably 5 years. God, dog, man.
Guys, 3 more picks left, guys. 3 more picks left.
Yeah, 3 more picks and I'm out of here, man.
We are out. Like I like.
All right, Oklahoma City on the clock. Who you got?
I think Adam Mara goes here. Daymar, I'm sorry, not Adam. Daymar goes here.
It don't even matter who it is because they're gonna be good.
I think the only reason why, man, eventually Oklahoma City Thunder is going to have to make some tough decisions financially. Jalen Williams, his contract kicks in this upcoming season. Isaiah Hartenstein, you got Shai getting his money. You're not going to trade him.
Casey
He's going to have to be
Wallace.
one of the other two. And I think center is very, for them, I think the center position is expendable. I think they can go without Hartenstein. You draft Mara, let him develop for a season. You make him the starting center next season.
Isaiah Hartenstein gonna be an expiring.
Oh, he's an expiring.
Mm-hmm. Dort is also expiring. Kenrich Williams is also expiring.
Oh,
no. Sorry, all 3 of them on team options. Hartenstein, Dort, and Kenrich Williams all on team options.
So they essentially can be playing on 1 year deal, depending on the team.
Yeah. And then next summer, I mean, they could extend Casey Wallace now, but they might. I don't know what they're gonna do with that. Next summer, Isaiah Joe is a team option, and then obviously you got Jay Will, SGA, and Chet. They locked in.
I think they trade Isaiah Joe. I think they're gonna trade him in the same kind of fashion they traded Aaron Wiggins. They gotta get that tax bill down. I think that helps. Like I say, Atlanta, one team that just helped them in that scenario. Jackson's going to be pretty solid for them, man. I think he's going to usher in the next power forward. Draymond is not getting younger.
Draymond going to punch him at practice, and they're going to trade him.
He's in the YN era, so he might punch him back.
I hope so. I hope it's on tape. Let me tell you something. If anybody ever physically attacks Draymond Green, I am buying their jersey.
Hey.
I don't care what team it is. I've never in my life bought a jersey from outside of Houston sports. That will be the time. That's how much I don't like Draymond, bro. I will go against my principles because of him.
I'll say this about Draymond. I don't like him as a player, but I like the competitor that he is. I look for that a lot in players when I'm scouting and when I'm coaching. How bad do you want it? And you could tell a lot with Draymond. Like, yeah, he can be a dirty player a lot of times.
Mm-hmm. He know who to punch. He know who to choke.
Oh, of course.
And he know who not to do it to. That's where my problem is with him.
But I'll say through and through, I think he's a competitor, man. I think Every time he
Yeah,
goes on
he's
the
a
court,
competitor. I give him that. I give him that. But so was
he
Kobe. Kobe wasn't trying to he wasn't trying to give dudes a vasectomy on the court. He wasn't trying to, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, some of the stuff Draymond did is bull crap though. But I'm
Draymond
like,
out there trying to circumcise people, bro.
what was it that he did? He did to DeMontis Sabonis. Did he step on him or something like that? I was like,
Stepped on
seriously?
him, choked Rudy Gobert, punched Jordan Poole, kicking dudes in the balls. He know who to mess with. He ain't never had no incident with Boogie Cousins. He knew better. He ain't never had no incident with Zach Randolph. He knew better. He ain't had no incident with Ron Artest. He really knew better.
Oh nah, he wasn't gonna. Nah, yeah. Come on, me and you both know. Ron
Ron
is
wasn't dirty though. Ron was about it. Like he'll do it if he got to do it. But he wasn't
right.
dirty. He guarded people. Like he'll pull your pants down, untie your shoes, all that stuff. But he wasn't trying to hurt you. And then play victim after. That's one thing I liked about Ron. Ron never played victim after he did his BS. He did his BS. He did it. Draymond want to complain, and act like he ain't doing what we just seen on camera.
Bruh.
Anyway,
Oh boy.
okay, the pick is in for OKC.
The pick is in for Oklahoma City.
Whoever it is, they're gonna be good because Oklahoma City knows how to develop players. Not every team can say that, you know what I'm saying? Some teams they just draft players and just okay. Well,
They draft
good on your
them.
own.
Look, they use them wrong.
We ain't got no plan for you, but hey, and by the way, we got all these other projects that we're trying to develop all at the same time, and we don't know how to prioritize which one.
Right.
Yeah. I'm just
Gotta
not
make
gonna say,
players a little bit bigger than what they are.
you know, just whatever, bro. Some teams, hey man, we play for offensive rebounds. That's what some teams do. Forget putting the ball in the hole. We're just trying to get the rebound and the putback. We playing Oscar Rob, not Oscar Rob. Who's that fool? Big man used to play for the Rockets.
You're not gonna like who the Thunder just picked.
And whoever they picked, I ain't gonna like it. It don't matter. Who they grab?
Dave Mara.
Oh, just like you said. Yep, he gonna be good for them because the jersey he gonna put on.
Bruh.
They're gonna
If I could have put
time
money
for
down,
somebody.
if I could have put some money down on who I thought was gonna go where, I could have got some money. Cause I got every pick right, even the Braden Burris pick.
Milwaukee next, man. Who you got? I ain't finna say nothing about it.
I think right here is Native Mint. I think right here is Native Mint.
Yeah, and he's slipping. Ain't he one of the guys you thought was gonna slip?
Yes. He's probably the biggest boom or bust product in this draft.
Bro, you know your stuff, dog.
Hey,
That'd be crazy if the Bucks draft him and he end up being good just like Giannis was.
But who to say they don't draft Hannes Steinbeck or LeBaron Farlong, you know?
What you think about Cameron Carr? Yeah. What you think about Cameron Carr?
Oh man, hey, he gonna give you them deep threes, brother. He gonna shoot it in your face and it's gonna be nothing but straight water.
Man, he 21?
Oh, Daymar?
Nah, Cameron Carr.
Cameron Carr.
Oh, here, junior. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm so used to everybody being a freshman. I just say,
right.
No freshman, God, dog.
Right.
I think people be looking at draft class instead of age. Like, look at the age. That's a draft class.
I think Daymar is going to be very utilized when they play the Spurs.
You see how you just know that it's going to be them two again? And you see how you know who it's not going to be? Man. I hate that it just seems so inevitable, bro.
Right, but
Yeah, Milwaukee. I think I don't know. Like, let me go check out their roster real quick because they kind of I don't know. Like I said, I think they need to
I
just
don't. Well, I don't understand with Milwaukee. In the Giannis trade, you got Tyler Hero, right?
Mm-hmm. And
Why do you want to trade Tyler Hero?
because they don't want I don't think they want. I don't think they want to be good. Not that he's just gonna make you just like a world beater or nothing. You probably not even gonna be no playoff team. But they probably want to free up more. I think it's more about they could probably get more in a trade for him now than they would get out of him on the court. They probably get no more value in a trade than on the court. Not that he's going to be bad for him; he'll probably be good for him. But
Right.
they probably would rather have that playing time, given to somebody else. They got they got a different, they got a decent little roster, bro. Like I like Ryan Rollins. I really like his game. AJ Green is another guy who they already have who was gonna take up some of that shooting, ball handling type role that Tyler Hero was gonna play anyway. They probably just want to give him them reps anyway.
Right.
Bobby Portis is gone. Kuzma and Hero would probably end up being like a trade package together. I can see that being the case. Imagine that. Like imagine and this is just me spitballing. I don't know how this could happen. Just throwing this out there, if you told me the Pistons was gonna get Kyle Kuzma and Tyler Hero, you wouldn't look at that as something?
You would.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think personally, I agree with you. I think Kyle Kuzma and Miles Turner are on their way out of there, out of Milwaukee.
Oh, who did they grab?
They haven't drafted anyone yet. It's on commercial.
Oh yeah. Oh, they about to be on the clock. They are on the clock, but they're about to
Yeah, the pick is in right
yeah.
now, but you know how they do with those commercials. They wait till after the commercial.
Yeah, I am liking Milwaukee's. I like the haul they got back for Giannis, and it look like they can still do some other good stuff, man. Like they have players that other teams can use. Like hell, this might be a little crazy and kooky, but nah, they I don't think a move to Denver would make sense. Nah, because I don't think Jamal Murray would make sense in Milwaukee. Trying to think because Kuzma and Hero is probably going to end up being the package. But yeah, Detroit as a team, ain't gonna lie. I would have thought Minnesota, but I don't think they're gonna do that. I mean, if Washington is really trying to win. Nah, because they already got rid of Kuzma. They don't want their fool back.
I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to Denver, man, I don't really see Jamal Murray leaving.
It's not about him leaving. That's the last trade chip that they really have.
It is. Well, they got Peyton Watson. What's the man,
I think they want to keep Peyton Watson. If they're smart, they try to keep him.
Oh, of course. You don't let somebody like that hit the open market. You're right, bro.
Cleveland, I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense for Hero and Kuzma.
Now I got a question for you.
What's good?
What do you think LeBron is Who you think LeBron's suiting up for
I do not
next
give.
season?
I don't give the bottom of a rat's ass, bro. I am so done with him, bro. So done. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone, bro.
Not him being the reason. Well, never mind.
I'm tired, bro.
Not when they missing. Well, never mind.
Attention whore, bro.
Not while Luca
Every
is out.
year, every year pretending you're gonna retire just because you want to stay in the news cycle. It's a strategy. You know it's a strategy. I can say it. You can't. It's a strategy that they be using. Coming up with all this BS to put in the media, make sure his name is always in the media cycle. Man, come on, bro. Go away. What do you want? What do you want, bro? Leave us alone.
I think he
He
plays.
want a
I
pity.
think
He want one of them Kobe Bryant retirement tours. They don't like you like that. I hate to break the news to you. You ain't Kobe. You don't have the memories that you didn't provide the memories Kobe did.
the
Man,
pick is in, and with the 13th pick in the draft, the Miami Heat are selecting Nate Ament.
wow.
So I give the Bucks an A+ for these picks.
They coming
They
out the
get
offseason looking smooth. And they're not done. I don't believe that they're done.
the Giannis trade is still open. It's not going to be agreed to till July 6th. They give both teams time to expand the trade.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see where they go from there. But in 8 minutes, he's headed to Milwaukee.
All right. That's the last one.
Last one, Charlotte
Charlotte
Hornets.
Hornets. Who we got? I'm thinking, let me look at this damn order. Oh, Hornets. I mean, I don't even know how much it even matters. Cameron Carr, he'd fit with them and what they want to do. The Baron Phylon, maybe. I don't know, bro. Like they can go a bunch of different ways. Haynes Steinbach.
I think Steinbach is the pick here at 14.
Yeah, just so they can shore up some of their that center position for them. Charlotte is going to be a player next season. They're going to be a team to watch. They're going to be a team to watch. I watched them a little bit last year. They were really fun, bro. They were really fun to watch to me, man. Yeah, they definitely. Steinbach probably should be the guy, and he's going to probably get playing time immediately too. He'd probably be the backup center immediately. I'm trying to think, is there somebody else that they can grab that's more high upside, still available? What you think about Baba Miller?
I don't know too much on him, man. Like I'm not gonna lie. I only scouted maybe 20 players in this draft this year, man. Just past drafts, I used to just have a whole 2-round mock draft. This year was just one of those years. I'm like, I'm gonna probably scout the first 20 picks and 20 players, and I was very selective on that. And then after that, I was just like, nah.
You know who might be a sneaky good pick, even though it might be a reach right now for Charlotte?
Cool.
Chris Sinat. It might be a reach, but I think the fit would justify it.
I think Fnac would be good, man. Just I think you get a little tiny bit of redundancy with the frame with Diabate.
But the skill set is what you're looking for.
Oh, of course, the skill set is more diverse, but you don't want them two being your front court players.
I think they're trying to shoot you out the gym and make you play them centers off the floor. Or they're trying to run you out the gym like you got imagine you got them kind of centers like that. You finna beat the center down the court every time. And that's what they want to do. They're gonna try to stress you out. So that's just my thoughts on that, man. I'm not saying that they should. I'm just saying it would. I can see the vision for it.
For sure.
But I'm not really seeing nobody else that. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Charlotte can do a lot of stuff here. They really probably should trade this pick, to be honest.
I was gonna say that too.
Somebody.
I would trade back. I would trade back, or you know what's crazy?
What's up?
I really can't think of what Charlotte really needs because they're such a solid team right now. I think they're gonna compete in the East next year. As long as everyone stays healthy, of course.
They need Grant Williams to stay healthy. Same with Brandon Miller. But I think they need a big burly big. A contrast. They need a big that can either play 4 and 5, or they need a big that contrasts the style of Diabate. Like instead of lob catching and rim running big, maybe a stretch 5 or something like that. That's why I brought up Miles Turner earlier.
Yeah.
Because
I like the Miles Turner.
As much as I like Diabate, I don't even think he's a starter, to be honest.
See, I was gonna say that too. I think Diabate would be really solid backing up a Miles Turner.
Yes.
Oh, we have a trade. We have a trade.
And the pick is in. Yeah. Come on with it. I'm trying to go. Man, it's 8:30.
Right.
Announce the trade, you bald head.
Hollis Steinbeck.
Okay. That's cute.
So there you have it. How do you feel about that pick?
I think it makes sense because I did just say, you want a little bit of a skill set contrast at the center spot, and I think Steinbach can play the 4 and 5 in some lineups. Probably can play with Diabate in some certain situations. I think that'll be ideal. An ideal use of him and his skill set, and you ain't got to worry too much about losing too much shooting. I think Steinbach's shooting is okay enough to hold up, even as a rookie. Should be all right. But we'll see. And then if he's playing the 5, I think it's still cool. He may end up playing. he may end up making all rookie just because of the team that they have and the way that they play. He gonna have a very easy job playing a 5 for them. Now, defensively, I don't know,
Right.
but size wise, I do like his size. I think his athleticism is adequate. If he's just coming off the bench playing 15 minutes, so what? They'll make it. He can play against backup centers right now, and I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. And then Charlotte also low key is good at developing players. By the way, Charlotte low key. They missed on what's the name? That two guard from UConn. They missed on him, but outside of that, not I don't think he's still with them. I forget his name. What's this fool name? I don't think he in the league no more. I forget his name. The little light-skinned black dude went to UConn. You remember what I'm talking about?
Light skin. Actually went to UConn.
Yeah, he went to UConn. This was some time ago. See, he's so forgettable. He's from New York.
Not Kimba.
No, not Kimba. It was another one.
No, Kimba went to UConn. He kind of fit the description except the light skin part.
Yeah. I forget the dude's name, man. That's terrible. I forget his name. I think he was in that. Was he in that Jalen Green draft?
I really don't know what you're talking about now. That draft is a blur.
Let me see something, bro. What year was that? Hold on. Let me see, bro. Not Jordan Hawkins. It's not Jordan because he went to New Orleans. Jordan Hawkins got some work to do though defensively and with his ball handling. Man, who was the dude? He was a lottery pick too. Let me check. 2021 draft. Was it the Jalen Green draft? James Bouknight.
Oh wow!
Yeah. They missed on him.
I thought that kid was gonna be good, like not
all
NBA, but I thought he was gonna be one of those guys that could just go out there and get buckets, kind of like Cam Thomas.
Yeah, bigger Cam Thomas.
Yeah.
But whatever. Okay, cool. Overall thoughts on the lottery and what surprised you? What didn't surprise you? What are you hoping works out? What are you hoping doesn't? What do you think might not work out? Who got the best situation? What are your thoughts?
Well, I have to say, just kind of end off the show, but I think for the most part, I think everything kind of worked out. I thought it was, except the Morez Johnson pick for Dallas at 9. I think that was a huge reach. But other than that, man, I think everything kind of worked out as it should. I kind of figured that Nailor could go anywhere between 6 and 15. And like I said, the draft kind of went how I thought it would go. I thought the top 5 would round out like it did. Every team I kind of leveled out my thinking with every team's thinking except the Mavericks. I don't know what they got going on.
Yeah, for the most part, it don't look like nobody's really falling that, was expected to go in the lottery. Matter of fact, what do you think about that? Like, who do you think probably should have won in the lottery that didn't?
Who should have won the lottery? I think one guy that I was actually probably didn't was LeBaron Philon. I was surprised that he didn't go on in the lottery. He's a very solid player, man, and he's one of those guys that you could tell he did train, but you could tell he really got it out the mud in the sense of like just hooping, just straight hooping. A lot of shots that he threw up, you could tell, hey, he hoops a lot. So, you have players like that, man. They're training, like Terry Rozier said it best, their training only takes you so far. Gotta get out the mud and go and hoop. You got hoop a lot, hoop all the time.
All right. How about before we get out of here, players to watch for the rest of the draft? Who are some of your favorites?
Players to watch for the rest of the draft. So, like I say, I mentioned LeBaron Fireline. Another player to kind of keep tabs on is Dalen Swain from Texas. Another player to look out for, one of my favorites, Chris Finack, Jaden Quintance. I mean, the list kind of just goes on and on in a lot of ways. So many good players in this draft, man. And unfortunately, there's only 60 selections. Somebody's not gonna get picked. But those three players for sure.
I'm looking at Cameron Carr. Yeah, Cameron Carr for sure. Koa Pete. I was hearing a lot about him like last year, like coming out of high school. I heard a lot about him. I don't know what's going on there. Malik Thomas, only because Arkansas, and you just got to understand.
I think Malik Thomas is going to be. I see New York Knicks with
I hope he
Malik Thomas, man.
I hope he fall at 39 somehow. I hope they come
man,
out with some allegations.
I would love if he did.
They need to create some kind of allegations or something, bro. Like they need to Cam Whitmore him and say he got an attitude or something or whatever, bro. Or make up some kind of knee injuries.
Speaking of Dalen Swain, he just got picked 14th to the Chicago Bulls.
15. You say 14.
15th. I'm sorry, 15th to the Chicago Bulls.
Okay. How you think he fit?
Oh, I love that pick. That GM for the no.
I see you're a fool, boy.
No, it's not gonna happen. But I like the Dalen Swain selection for Chicago.
All right, cool. Final thoughts before we get up out of here,
guys. We want to thank you so much for tuning in to the Rockets Round Robin podcast. It has been a pleasure to be on here with you guys once again. It's been a long, long while. But you guys can follow me and find me on Twitter at TJ Anderson NBA. You can also find me on YouTube at Clutch City Connect, where I'm doing plentiful interviews. I just got through doing an interview with Eric Pincus of Bleacher Report, as well as Aisha Foy, who is the head coach of Oak Hills girls basketball. I got other interviews on there with Anthony Goods, who's a former NBA scout for the Detroit Pistons. And I got a bunch of interviews on there, guys. So just go check me out. Make sure you guys subscribe. Hey, support comes free, and that is the biggest support I could get. And I would appreciate if you guys support the guy. But give me a follow on Twitter. Reach out to me. Come on the podcast. Come chop it up with me. Let's talk some hoops.
Bet. All right, y'all. It's your man's AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter /X at AK Infinity_VVS. This is the Rockets Propaganda Channel, as well as the Rockets Round Robin. Also, make sure y'all go follow the H-Town Rundown as well. I may come back on here a second time this week. I'm taking my time. I ain't just pulling up to say the same thing I always say. If I ain't got nothing new to say, I ain't pulling up. But hopefully something happens that we can talk about, and we're going to sink our teeth into it like we always do. Anyway, don't be a hater your whole life. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We out.
Put it in